Well, hello everyone, it is I, your favorite perfect being, Cell, and today we're back with another reaction video. This is from 3 years ago. Goku Black vs. Reverse Flash. Dragon Ball vs. DC Death Battle. Our dear sweet Miss 18 was unable to join us for this reaction, but best believe for the bootylicious, babylicious android, we'll get that reaction done. Everybody make sure you kamehameha that like button and spirit bomb that subscribe button, and make sure 18 gets back soon. Everybody have a perfect day, and let's get this perfect reaction started, shall we? Be sure to check out the original video down below, and check out Death Battle as well. By Rooster Teeth. Nice.
Goku Black.
Goku Black.
The arbiter of divine justice.
And the Reverse Flash, DC's psychopathic speedster fanboy.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
But I'd say the
I mean,
sincerest
yeah.
form of flattery is not trying to kill your superhero husbando. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Well, I mean,
And
that
it's our
might
job
just
to
be a
analyze their
very
weapons, armor, and
eccentric
skills to
fan.
find out who would win a death battle.
But other than that, I think you'll be fine.
What consumes the thoughts of a god? What do immortals dream of with all the time in the world? In Zamasu's case, his
Destroying
one
all
goal was
mortals.
divine justice.
Yeah, this guy's got major Final Fantasy big
hated
bad
the
energy
mortals.
all over him.
As the assistant to Universe 10
He saw them
Supreme
as
Kai,
in the way.
Zamasu prized above
Destroying
all else,
the nature
cosmic
he
order
so
and
loved.
natural beauty.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you know I can burp and fart at the same time? Here, let me try.
Unsurprisingly, Zamasu despised
And that
the
is a prime
inherently
example of
chaotic
why
nature of
he
mortals,
made the
being
Zero Mortals
seemingly
plan.
unwilling to lift themselves out of their own
Oh, well.
cycle of violence and stupidity, like some people I know.
Yeah, I know those people
And,
too. His heart
yeah.
was clouded.
The greed of
Until the
humanity
day he
really
met
has
Son
been its
Goku.
downfall
With
on
God
multiple
Ki,
occasions.
Goku could match blows with the god of destruction, Beerus. Their clash nearly destroyed the entirety of Universe 7, a cosmological structure at least 9 times larger than our own universe. At most,
Yeah,
it could
that-
even be
that
as large
was
as
pretty
13
sweet.
times greater than ours. Side note, it's worth mentioning that when 2 gods of destruction fought,
Oh.
they were capable of casually destroying 2 of these universes.
And since the shockwaves from their
Just
punches travel across
casually
Universe 7 in
sparring.
seconds, they'd have to be hitting way faster than
Casually
Goku was tapping
jabbing
into a
at
Super
each
Saiyan
other's
God form for
wrists.
this,
That's
though clearly
all
not at its full
Beerus
strength.
and
While the
Choppa
exact
did.
multiplier for Super Saiyan
And they
Blue
had
is
that
unknown,
much of an
Toriyama
impact.
himself has directly
That
compared
has
it
to
the
tell
original
y'all
Super Saiyan
what would
4.
happen
And
if
don't
they
forget,
really
Goku
decided to
trained
cut
with
loose.
Whis and
They
fought
could
in the
destroy
tournament
like
with
5
Universe 6
universes.
before Zamasu caught up
Just
with him.
from a
So
damn
by that
tap.
time, he was way stronger.
Here was a mortal with the powers of
That's
gods
what a god
beyond
of
even
destruction
Zamasu's
does,
abilities.
baby.
Someone who could bring his dreams to fruition.
So Sammy did what anyone would do in that situation. Kill his master to become the Supreme Kai, wish on the Super Dragon Balls to switch bodies with Goku, and kill
Yep.
every single mortal in the universe.
And thus the deity Zamasu became Goku Black.
Yeah.
Please, Goku Black? You couldn't be more creative?
Now, you might be wondering, why didn't he just
Funny
wish
that's
all
coming
the
from
mortals dead?
Bulma.
But that wouldn't be as fun, would it? Black's got all of Goku's strength and powers, but wielded by a genocidal maniac instead of that
Not a
lovable goober
genocidal
of a monkey
maniac, a
man.
And in keeping with
genocidal
Goku's Saiyan
Supreme
heritage and
Kai
godly ki, Black can
blend
easily
according
achieve
to
the form
Daima.
of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
But with a champagneful twist.
Super Saiyan Rose.
Oh yeah, Super Saiyan Rose
What is
was
he,
a sweet
suburban wine
key
mom?
for him.
Watch out
Like,
before he unlocks Super Saiyan Live, Laugh, Love. He stole Goku's
Live, Laugh,
techniques
Love.
too, like the
Ayo.
instant transmission, where he focuses on a
Come
person's
here,
key
all that
signature to teleport to their
subscribe
location.
button
He's
and
even got
that
the
damn
black
like
Kamehameha,
button.
which is a Kamehameha, but pink.
And with a Saiyan
Yeah,
body, he
I mean,
gets stronger and
it's not a
stronger
black
every time he
Kamehameha,
almost
it's a pink
dies.
Kamehameha,
It just
but
becomes
it's
harder
black
and harder to kill.
Kamehameha.
Really sucks for the rest
So,
of the universe,
it's
because
the
Black
black
is acting
Kamehameha,
like a Goku just
'cause he's-
snapped one
he's
day,
Goku
used
Black.
his powers to their
He's
full
Zamasu.
murderous
So
potential.
it's
Like
Zamasu
the God
Kamehameha.
split cut, where he
is
surrounds his
it?
hands with a keyblade
Y'all
to
tell me
slice
down
into
in the
ribbons.
comments.
He used this very technique to Kill
Have a
Goku's
perfect
family.
day.
He can even extend this Keyblade into a
Speaking
huge
of
curved one
Kamehameha,
called the Azure
Kamehameha,
Dragon
that
Sword, which,
like
along
button,
with his
and Spirit Bomb, that
Kamehameha,
subscribe
confirms my
button.
suspicions that
Tell me what you
Goku
think of
is
Goku Black.
colorblind.
What do you think the
Black's
Reverse
Azure
Flash?
Dragon
Who you
Sword is
think's
named
gonna
after a
win?
legendary weapon wielded by
I can't
one
wait
of
to
Earth's
see how this
greatest
goes, but
warriors,
personally,
the
I'm
Desert
rooting for
Bandit
Goku Black.
Yamcha. Wait, what?
And he can make a scythe and slice open space-time itself to create a bunch of shadow clones. Black,
I mean,
not
yeah,
Greater Boy
I
over
never
here,
really
but
got
his most dastardly weapon isn't
explanation
a
for the
key
whole
technique
clone
at all.
thing,
It's
but I
the
always
time
figured
ring he got
parallel
from his dead master.
universes.
This ring allowed Black
that's
to
gotta
travel
be it.
through time and even escape into Future Trunks' alternate timeline, where he had free reign over the entire universe.
And let him team up with his best bud, himself. Too bad
mean,
Goku
yeah.
and company showed up
Hey,
to spoil
I'd love
the
to be
fun.
able to
But
fuse with
wait,
myself.
isn't
Like,
Zamasu
if
in
I could
Goku's
fuse
body? How
with
are there
me,
two Gokus? There's only one Goku in the multiverse,
perfection
right?
is already
Goku
here.
met Black
How can you
before he met
improve on that?
Zamasu, which
We gotta
means
find
Black
out.
existed before Zamasu came up with the idea, and then they killed Zamasu before he could do it anyway. But Goku Black was still around. What the hell
Well,
is going
that's
on?
because
Sure,
technically
it's
it's
a
a
classic
space-time
grandpa paradox.
continuum,
The thing
not
is,
to
Black's
mention
time ring
the time
prevents him
ring.
from being
Yeah,
affected by alterations to his own personal timeline. So, killing him in the past doesn't change his future,
Yeah.
and vice versa. He's
It just
almost
affects that
impossible to
one
kill, because even if you
timeline,
do it
not
at
the
one point in
parallels.
time, he still exists at another point in time.
exactly.
And another.
Like me.
And another. And another. And another.
Oh God, I hate
Yep.
time travel. Black has crushed Saiyans
Gotta
like
love
Goku,
time
Vegeta,
travel.
and Trunks. Hell, even Vegito couldn't beat him. He even merged with the universe to become one with everything. Like I
Yeah,
said,
man, merged
major Final Fantasy
Zamasu
villain
really
vibes here.
messed
It
up the
took
damn
Zen,
space-time
the Omni,
continuum, the
most
planet,
powerful being in all
the
of
atmosphere,
creation, to
everything,
step
man.
in and erase that
The ozone
entire
was
timeline just to
Ozamasu.
stop Black's rampage. How ironic. Zamasu's higher calling was the eradication of all mortal life in the universe, and he stole the strongest mortal's body to do it. But in the end,
Yeah.
he was always doomed to
Well, I mean,
fail.
he didn't
His
steal my
quest for
body, he
power
stole
meant nothing
Goku's.
against a being that would always be stronger, no matter what he did or who he was.
And the universe ended up being destroyed anyway. It's like
I mean,
one
yeah,
big cosmic
that
joke
did
with
happen.
no one
Future
left to
Trunks'
laugh.
universe kind of
You've
pooped.
been running around making
But
messes for too long, and now I'm going to choke the
They
life from
they
you.
found a way.
I can't wait to watch
Not to
you die.
mention like time patrol. But yeah, like time patrol and all that.
Barry Allen, The Flash.
And we get into the Flash.
Is one of the
Yo, I
greatest
was just
heroes in
watching
history,
this
an inspiration
as a
to
binge
many
the other
across
day.
time and space. And there's no better example than his #1 fan from the 25th century, Eobard Thawne.
All right, Wiz. We've
Oh,
tackled
yeah.
a lot of stupid names for things in our years here at Death Battle, but I'm confident that Eobard is the dumbest f***ing first name I've ever heard in my life.
Well, damn.
Eobard was completely obsessed with the Flash and dedicated his whole life to studying the Speed Force like a total nerd. Good luck to
Well,
him, 'cause
damn.
there's no way he's figuring that shit out.
But Thawne's life irrevocably changed the day he discovered a time capsule from the 21st century. By some strange coincidence, it just so happened to contain Barry's costume. By experimenting
Oh.
on it, Thawne managed to replicate the Flash's powers, turning himself
Ooh.
into a mirror of his idol.
And you can bet he
Really?
totally crapped
So that's
himself
how it
when
happened?
Barry Senpai showed
I
up
always
in
wondered.
the future and took him under his wing. It was a dream come true.
Until Barry realized that Thawne had fabricated crimes in order to show up and save the day. Disgraced, Thawne promised to
Oh.
better himself before traveling to the past to prove his worth to his hero, to prove that their bond was special.
That's when Thawne found out
Damn.
that Barry already had a best friend, and a family, and a life without him. He didn't matter. He wasn't special. He was just a nobody Barry tossed out in the trash and forgot about. Like my Tinder dates do to me.
If only.
Damn.
When Thawne visited
Man
the
said
Flash
his
Museum
Tinder
in Barry's
dates.
time, he discovered the secret identity to Flash's greatest enemy that in his future had been lost to time. The one Barry was fated to kill in battle. Eobard Thawne. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, ain't that a bitch? The shock drove Thawne mad. If he couldn't be
Damn.
Flash's best friend,
Man
he'd be
didn't
his
know that he
greatest
was
enemy.
secretly his
And I
own
guess
best
also
friend's
ensure
worst
his own
enemy.
future death.
He would travel from the future
That's
to
gotta be a hell of
terrorize
a
the Flash
revelation.
family in the past. Revenge in reverse. He'd become the Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash. We're really setting the world on fire with these names today, huh, Wiz?
Thawne draws his powers from the negative Speed Force, which he generates with every step he takes. just like Barry does
Damn.
with the regular Speed Force. The negative Speed Force gives Thawne access to many of the Flash's powers, including his mind-bending super speed, enough to travel all across time and space in days. He can keep up with
Yeah,
and
that's
surpass
pretty
other
sweet.
speedsters like Barry and Wally.
Who once ran fast enough to cross the universe faster than two gods who could teleport. Wally even beat
Yeah,
himself in
the
a race,
Flash being
and
able to
Barry
move
admitted
faster
Thawne
than
was still
teleporting is
faster than
pretty
that.
damn
Wait just
cool.
a second, he beat himself? That doesn't even make sense.
But unlike Barry and Wally,
I mean, he
Thawne
did-
applies his
he
powers
did beat
more
himself.
catastrophically, using them to their full potential without any care
But it
for
was like
collateral.
an alternate
Take, for
self,
instance, his
so
ability
it's
to
like
vibrate himself through solid
alternate
objects.
self.
Objects like, say, vital organs.
No sweat.
And if he did, he'd scramble their molecules, causing instant death. Thawne did just that to Barry's wife, Iris, and Barry did not appreciate it.
Thawne's
Oh,
vibrations are
damn.
so powerful,
Poor
he can even
Iris.
produce a counterforce that can reverse the destruction of the entire universe.
Pretty crazy sounding, but even B-tier speedsters like Jenny Ognats can do the same kind of thing. And when Barry and Wally raced each other, they were tearing up the entire multiverse.
Thawne can
What?
create shockwaves with a snap, phase into your body and possess you, and even
Wait, he
speak
could
at
do
such
that?
high speeds that you'll hear his words as though they were your own thoughts. And instead of stealing your
Wow.
speed like other Flashes, he can steal your time.
Yeah, Thawne can yoink
What?
decades from your life and age you 80 years in just a few seconds.
How-
Kinda
but
sounds like your sex life, huh?
that's
Wiz?
But
How you
Thawne's
do that?
greatest ability is his unmatched skill at time travel, and he uses this expertise to be as
I'm
petty
learning.
and cruel as humanly possible.
Thawne wasn't a dummy. He knew that if he went back in time to kill Barry before he got his powers, he'd erase himself from the time stream too. So instead, he'd just make Barry's life suck as hard as he could, push him down some stairs, retcon his best friend from history, kill
Wow.
his mom. He even told Barry he'd go back in time
That
and
is
adopt him
messed
as his
up.
own son. Dude, what the fuck?
That's another big difference between Thawne and Barry. Whereas Barry only went back in time to save his mother's life,
That is
Thawne
messed
often
up.
went back in time to try to fix his own mediocre life. He killed his more successful younger brother, his career rival at the Flash Museum, and every single
Whoa.
boyfriend his crush had until there was no one left but him.
And when she
Wow.
still rejected him, he went back in time again and made her an invalid for the rest of her life. Jesus Christ!
What
this guy's
the
a
hell,
monster.
Eobard?
But wait, Wiz, that's impossible. Grandpappy Paradox or whatever. If he went back in time to kill someone,
Yeah,
he'd
Paradox,
be dead
Paradox.
in the future.
Pay attention.
Which means
Which means he'd never know them and want to go back in time in the first place, right?
Exactly.
Wiz, maybe time is a construct with no legitimate unit of measurement other than the meager attempts man has made to understand the incomprehensible world around him.
Well,
Well, you
actually,
see, it's
Thawne was
like
just
this.
inside the time stream
You've got
when
a
Barry
whole bunch
initiated
of
Flashpoint,
lines,
which
and
rewrote
they're
the universe
swirling
while Thawne
around
was
each other,
technically
and they're
disconnected
still
from it.
going in different
So
directions
Thawne
at the same
essentially
time, so
broke.
it's technically
Literally,
a coil.
figuratively, mentally, physically, temporally.
But
Or
it's
maybe
a double-sided
he just
coil.
hated Barry so much it
So,
defied the
just
laws
like a
of time
DNA strand,
itself.
it's wrapped around itself and
More specifically,
leaving
he
time as a
became living
manipulatable
paradox, a being
construct
without a past
that
or
can be
future,
twisted
literally
in
without
many
continuity.
different
Not only did
directions
this mean he'd be
by
unaffected by
how
changes
you
to his
use it.
past, it made him
Thus,
effectively
time
immortal.
Stabbed in the
is
chest by evil Batman,
changeable.
vaporized by Iris in some sweet, sweet payback, or getting Dr.
Welcome to
Manhattan
physics.
by the big blue god dong himself. Thawne was always reborn, unable to stay dead.
Your teacher,
More than anything,
not
it made him
PerfectCell.
immune from
I'll refer you to
consequences.
Sheldon.
Unlike Barry, whose
Ha.
changes to time could destroy all
And
of
I ain't
reality,
talking
Thawne could
plankton.
do whatever he wanted. He was impossible to stop, with no reason to hold back.
He's survived a hit from
He's your
Barry
computer.
while he had the entire Speed Force absorbed into him.
Well,
and even
Karen's the
Wally's
computer.
infinite mass punch.
He's the one
which has
running
the
it.
mass of a white dwarf star.
Well,
A white
Karen's
dwarf
the
is
one
essentially
running
the remains
herself.
of a
She
star's
runs
molten
plankton
dense
most of
core,
the time.
which has a mass of over 2
forget it.
octillion tons.
And he took one of those to the noggin and just took a nap. Man, he must really hate Barry if a sun to the face can't take him down.
But he doesn't
Damn.
hate Barry. All of his schemes, all of his machinations, all of his insane timeline-shattering threats, all of it was because it was the only way he could think of to spend time with his hero.
That's
Wow.
really sad.
His costume says it all. He never intended to be the Reverse Flash. He wanted to be the Kid Flash. All Thawne ever really desired was to
I
be
mean,
by
yeah.
Barry's side.
In the end,
Yeah.
though, goody little Two Shoes Barry forgave him, and then vibrated away his living paradox powers, erasing him from existence.
But not
Whoa!
entirely. Barry didn't kill Thawne. He reset his timeline, removing the one thing driving his hatred, his relationship with Barry. Without that, Thawne was a
What?
normal, happy Flash fan once again.
It's Comics Wiz, he'll be back. And when he does, there'll be no running. He'll always be faster. He'll always catch you. And time
Damn,
is
so
always
that's
on
how
his
that
side.
is.
Still think you can take me? Even death can't catch me.
All right.
The combatants are set. We've run the data through all
I can't wait to see how this goes,
Let me
man.
tell you how to reverse things in the
I mean,
bedroom in a flash. With
This
Blue
could
Chew.
be both a
This
tie,
episode is sponsored by
or
Blue Chew.
it could be
Find
a
out
huge
anything from
win for
years of
Goku
hosting a
Black.
show while having very few actual skills.
If the
It's
Reverse
confidence
Flash
can take
wins,
you
I'll
far
be
in life.
surprised.
That's why
though.
Blue Chew delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis.
Oh!
Nope. Here we
It
go.
was me, Barry. I was the one who...
Oh boy. Oh. And Goku Black makes his presence known.
Mortals, sinners, prepare for divine justice!
Oh boy. Reverse Flash, what you gonna do? Oh no. You just interrupted Zamasu's tea time, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to do it.
Excuse me, sir. I'm in need of your services.
Wait, what, whoa! Okay, I forgot for a second that they're both villains. Never mind. I didn't expect that he would literally use a bystander as a human shield. How about that? Oh yeah, you're not getting away from a Super Saiyan, buddy.
Not beautiful?
Super Saiyans are on a whole different level. You're not dealing with us. Whenever you get to the Dragon Ball universe, you're gonna see some world-breaking shit. Prime example, that Kamehameha. Speaking of which, everybody make sure you Kamehameha that like button and Spirit Bomb that subscribe button.
Magnificent! Mortals, sinners, prepare for divine...
Oh! And you think that'll keep him down? Nice try, Reverse Flash. Yeah. We've got two different Paradox jumpers. Goku Black is able to create clones and also be able to jump from multiple timelines into the current one. And then Reverse Flash is unable to be killed throughout time as well due to having Paradox multiples. But Goku Black is also capable of being kept in each paradoxical universe due to having the time ring, so therefore this is Paradox v Paradox. And
To stand atop all
this could go on for a while.
creation itself, that is the work of a god!
This could go on for a while. I mean, both of you are kind of paradoxical. So,
How truly foolish.
isn't that the pot calling the kettle Flash?
Was that important?
Or is it the pot calling the kettle Goku Black? Oh, and Goku Black's getting wrecked. Thrown into the sun, huh? All you did was just cause your own destruction.
You know, we've sent enough people to that sun. We
Yeah.
really should have a timeshare.
This
I mean,
was a fairly tricky match.
paradoxical.
Least of all for their incredible levels.
Both
of
of
power.
which
Black could
they
destroy a universe
respawn
like ours
throughout
at least
timelines.
660 times over. I mean, a punch at least as big as a star is really badass.
I mean,
That's in another league.
However, there was
What
a
can I
lot
say?
more to cover than just how many stars or universes they could blow up. At their peak, both Goku Black and Reverse Flash were so impressive they were removed from time itself. becoming
Yeah.
living paradoxes, making any attempt to
Exactly.
kill either of them meaningless.
Stupid time travel.
It's difficult to
Exactly.
determine who would figure
What
out
did I
the counter
say?
to this temporal
They are both
invincibility
living
first, but it
paradoxes.
would most likely
No matter
rely
how
on
many
a
times you kill them,
combination
they're
of speed
coming
and
back,
smarts.
so this
As
could
far
go
as
on
speed
for a
goes,
while, or
it's
it
no
could
surprise
go on
Thon definitely
infinitely.
had the edge. Yeah, Black's attacks could reach
It is
speeds
what it
quintillions
is.
of times
Whenever you
faster
deal
than
it with
light. But
paradoxes.
Thon is a Flash.
Even early in his career as a member of the Flash family, Wally West could reach speeds that were impossible to comprehend and calculate. There are numerous examples of this for multiple iterations of the Flash, many of whom Thawne was clearly equal to.
Plus, he's kind of an expert
Yeah.
when it comes to timey-wimey bullshit.
And he could likely overpower
Yeah, that
Black
too.
and destroy said time ring too. After all, Thawne once generated enough energy to counter the destruction of the entire DC universe, which is
that's
stated
true.
in comics to be at least 100 trillion light years in diameter. That's over 1 billion times larger than our own universe, and over 70 million times larger than Dragon Ball's Universe 7.
It's sort of
Yeah.
impossible to lock down the exact limits of Goku Black's upper strength without getting into lots of assumptions and guesswork.
Well,
He's
I mean,
obviously
let's
stronger than
just
Goku
go
was
off of
when
the
he
whole
clashed
Super
with
Saiyan
Beerus, but
multiplier,
even being
blah, blah, blah.
super generous with training and power boosts and multipliers, the gap here is way
Exactly.
too wide to be able to just assume Goku Black could match this level of power. The DC universe is just too big. And remember, Barry and Wally's race almost ripped apart the entire DC multiverse.
It's
That
also
too,
important
yeah.
to stress that Goku Black is not Goku. Goku's drive and
That's
willpower
true.
can push through even the most absurd limits to potentially match higher levels of power. Zamasu took Goku's body because he's more than willing to take shortcuts. It's an entirely different mindset.
Yeah,
and
not to
once he
mention
took care of that
Zenkai
time
boost
ring,
if he
Reverse Flash
managed
had a
to
lot more
actually
options than
survive the
just
hit.
overpowering Black. With that super speed, he could pretty easily scramble Black's insides or age him to death with a touch. Zamasu may have been a deity even without the time
Yeah,
ring,
but it only takes
Goku's
one
body is
blast
mortal
to
with a
destroy
limited
him.
range of age. Might have really screwed
Takes
yourself
one
with
blast,
that one, huh,
reverse
Zam?
flash,
Goku
go
Black was
bye-bye.
a nightmarish foe, but Thawne's experience with time travel, ridiculous levels of hacks, and frankly impossible speed gave him the means to take the win.
This fight was definitely not sunderwhelming.
The winner is the Reverse Flash.
Though by technicality,
Hope you
this
guys
would
enjoyed
be
that
an
episode of Death Battle.
ongoing
If you're looking for
infinite
something else to
fight.
watch, season 2 of
So
Black Slack
although
is available
the
right now on
Reverse
Rooster Teeth.
Flash may
It's a show
take
all
this
about
win,
contestants
I
trying to
am
make each other laugh,
still
but everyone trying their hardest not to. If you laugh, you're
glad
out. Watch the first
that
episode right
they
now
went
by clicking
so
the
in
video on this
depth with how all of this plays out, and how no matter what, paradoxes are gonna take over in regards to, hey, I win, but you respawn, and hey, you win, but I respawn. Hey, deal with it. We coming back. Have a perfect day, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out the original down below using the link provided. Have a perfect day. Comment on me on that like button and spirit bomb that subscribe button. Let me know what you thought about the death battle. Let me know what you thought about Goku Black, what you thought about Reverse Flash. If you learned something new, have a perfect day, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, humans.